Right, welcome ladies and gentlemen, Elio or Elio. This is a film that you've never heard of. I've only heard of it because I do what I do here on this channel. And yeah, this is a Disney Pixar film. It's had the worst box office opening ever for a Pixar film with $21 million domestically. Absolutely horrendous. Genuinely horrendous. When these films cost on average about $200 million, sometimes $250 million. This is insane. Absolutely insane. And I don't know anything about this film. You probably don't know anything about this film. And I think that speaks volumes, doesn't it, really? This is a film that just no one had any sort of interaction with at all. And then all of a sudden, it's come out and people are surprised. Well, not, we aren't surprised, but, you know, Disney would be cueing the surprise reaction to be like, oh, well, you know, it's, how did it get this bad? Oh, for goodness sake. So anyway, let's take a look. We'll take a look at the box office here. And, yeah, it's not good. It's not good at all. Pretty good, actually, for 28 years later. That's done fairly well. But, yeah, Elio, not so good. Not so good at all. So we'll take a look at Elio first, and then we'll move on to what 28 years later did. So, Elio. Yeah, it's not done well. Disney spent more on TV spots for Elio than Sony did for 28 years later. 10.8 million to 6.4 million. Disney spent $10.8 million just on TV spots. So, Elio reached 802 million TV ad impressions, whilst 28 years later was 250 million. Sony ran 28 years later spots on NBA games, ESPN SportsCenter with SVP, NHL games, and American Ninja Warrior. Elio ran spots on NBA games, Good Morning America, Jimmy Kimmel, and Big City Greens and SportsCenter. But no one really watches those things anymore. No one's watching like Jimmy Kimmel and things. That's mental. So best ticket sales are in the East, West, and South Central, with AMC Burbank highest grossing revenue. I actually think this is for 28 years later, I think. So, Disney Pixar's Elio, $21 million domestic. That's the lowest opening for a Pixar movie ever. Right? So, it's lower than the first Pixar feature. And that was in 1995's Toy Story with 29.1 million. I mean, even adjusted for inflation, Toy Story was massive. Adjust that for inflation, that's huge. It was also lower than 2023's Elemental. And that was, I mean, what? How? This is just disastrous for them. So this is despite excellent audience exits, with an A overall cinema score and an A plus for the under 25 bunch. So this is just a complete failure through and through. And it says here, the new paradigm of success for a Disney animated property lies in its endgame viewership on Disney Plus. So they're just making big screen films for Disney Plus. This is a bad business. It's a bad business. But if you don't create a big enough boom at the start, how do you expect word of mouth to go downstream? Well, we know Pixar can make an emotional movie, evident in the exits here. Something is holding audiences back from running to the theatre. So obvious in the marketing, a boy with a patch and goofy aliens just isn't cutting it. Yeah, maybe. Or maybe people are sick of Disney in general. Like, they've wasted their goodwill, remember? That does matter. So for a while, the new dog ate my homework excuse for studios is that original fare is a challenge to open, but the industry requires original fare to create franchises. What's the solution for Pixar? Better development meetings? Duh. You can't tell me that the old glory opening box office days of Pixar can't be recaptured. Inside Out did 90.4 million. The Incredibles did 70.4. Finding Nemo 70.2. I mean, they are right, yeah, but they're just making garbage. Absolute garbage. I mean, this is a huge failure. This is madness. I mean, it says this, negative leaning convo on Elio is bearing the weight of past disappointments from Disney and Pixar, as well as those who are cautious given the film's delayed release by almost a year. Yeah, people are pretty on that now. Don't announce a film's going to come out and then delay it because people go, well, this is clearly just shit then, isn't it? And that's what Disney does all the time. Announce a film's coming and then just delay it. Comments include, looks like a fun movie, but Pixar's quality really seems to be diminishing. Pixar is dead. This looks absolutely atrocious. All these new ones look the same. They do actually all look the same, to be fair. They genuinely do look the same. Damn, why did they announce this like a couple months ago only to release it like around a year later? Not doing any favours is the title, Elio. Is Elio the cousin of Pixar's Luca, who was jettisoned to Disney Plus during COVID? Yes. One is set in Italy and the other in space, but the titles are too similarly sounding. One-word titles of people's names are quite the risk. But it doesn't tell you anything. No one knows anything about this movie. This is a disaster. Like an actual disaster. So How to Train Your Dragon is still number 1 this weekend. Universal's How to Train Your Dragon did really well. I mean, there's still loads of theatres though, 4,373. But they did $37 million this weekend. In week 2, it's a 58% drop, which is quite big actually if you're thinking about drop-wise. It's $160.4 million domestic. This film needs to hit a little bit more, obviously, domestic to be considered, you know, a relative success there. But what is a huge success is 28 years later. That's huge. That's massive. $30 million in its opening weekend just domestically. That's crazy good. That is crazy good. That film is effectively at a point where it's going to break even already. Because the budget would have been tiny for this film. 28 years later, budget would not have been very big. So, yeah, not bad at all. I mean, with a budget of $60 million, $30 million domestically alone, they've made $15 million back. Worldwide would have been substantially higher than 30 million, obviously. You know, 28 years later, regardless whether you like it or hate it, and there's a lot of people that hate it, will make good money. Elio, though. I mean, Elio. This is a film I can't get over how bad it's done. There's some rumours floating around that this has a $150 million budget. I doubt that's the case. Because it's been so long delayed. Inevitably, it would be a bit higher than that now. But even if it was just $150 million, this is a disaster. This is an absolute disaster. And you know what's funny and comical about this? Is any sign of success that Disney had with Lilo and Stitch will be cannibalized by the failure of Elio. And people forget that. So yes, Lilo and Stitch has been a success and could have saved Disney this summer, but Elio will now destroy that. So there you go. I don't have much else to say. Love to hear your thoughts though. Take care. Bye-bye now.